bourbon barrel aged chocolate bourbon. This is from Ascension Brewing Company. This is a 12% ABV with 15 IBUs. Chocolate bourbon was a very limited one-time run of Imperial Stout aged 14 months in Elijah Craig 12-year single bourbon barrels. There's notes of chocolates, American oak, brownie batter, and bourbon throughout. I emphasize the was with Ascension because unfortunately, like they're closing back in October of 2024, this is going to be for the very foreseeable future the last episode of Let's Talk Some Beer. For what it's worth, this is incredibly long overdue. I think the last proper episode I did on this show was back in 2021, which is crazy to say is going on 4 years ago. But nonetheless, I realized there never was a final farewell and figured it needed a good sign-off for the time being. I'm expecting my first child here in about 2 months. This room, while we're hoping to keep it kind of this beer museum memorabilia, is likely going to turn into storage for all of the upcoming things we need. I do have to give Ascension Brewing Company a big shout out for a number of reasons. One, they will likely be and always be my favorite brewery of all time. It's still super sad to see that they are gone. Also for the fact that they're literally the reason why I am married at this point. They created special cans because at the time we were in the thick of COVID and there weren't many options for doing a proper proposal. They were literally an amazing team and took care of me on a number of reasons. So thank you if anybody is watching from the Ascension crew. I just wanted to have one final beer with everybody that's watching, give a couple thoughts and call it a night. For what it's worth, and somebody out there is probably going to correct me, I think this beer is probably literally over 6-7 years old. I don't know what I'm expecting, but it felt proper for the final episode to have something special like this. After all these years, it still is very boozy smelling there. And I'm not just saying this, it still holds up incredibly well. I can still get the chocolate and the malty flavors with it. It's not overbearing. It's not as carbonated as it once was. I want to go as far as to say that it's flat, but there is no head on this here. You can kind of see if you zoom in a little bit, maybe that there is some carbonation going on, but very light, almost like a nitro there. Chocolatey, malty, delicious. For being an incredibly old beer, this is still a wonderful treat, and again, a wonderful send-off here for this show. Okay, maybe I take that back about the carbonation because that just came out of nowhere. Whew, okay. Kind of warms up the belly too a little bit. Okay. Once again, I want to thank everybody who has watched any of these shows. Again, I think we put out over 40 plus episodes. I hope there was some sort of benefit or value. Again, the whole goal was just to get some insight on if a beer was worth your time or not. We might see you on the next one, maybe with my son. I don't know. Well, he'd be older, but you get the idea.